I have recently made the decision to switch from physical books to Kindle books, and so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about why I have made that switch. Kindle is such a convenient and time-saving, space-saving, money-saving platform for reading. You can often get books for free as well as books for really great deals on Amazon. I'm sure there are other e-readers as well, but I use the Kindle. And even though these things are true, I do have a real desire to own just all of the books, all of the physical paper books. I love how they feel and how they look on my shelves, and I want to have them all, and that is why I am switching to Kindle books, because really the only reason that I want the physical book is exactly that. It's that want to have something. I listed a lot of reasons why Kindle books are fantastic, and then the reason that I like physical books is because of how they look on my shelves. I do feel that having books on display in my home makes me look more intelligent, and that's bad. I don't want people to come into my home and then immediately be faced with all of these books, half of which I would probably have not read, and then for me to be wanting them to assume that I'm intelligent. Like, I would like to have conversations with these people and for them to make an informed decision about my level of intelligence. I don't need to keep the physical book in order to prove to anybody that I have read them. I would much rather talk to somebody about what books I've read, and I feel that starting those conversations rather than looking at a shelf of books and then assuming what somebody is like from that shelf of books, it is much better to actually talk to the person about the books that they like, and then maybe instead of assuming that you don't like the books on their bookshelf, maybe you would actually find a new book because you have sat down and spoken to somebody about why they like the book. So I have had some of my best book conversations with people who have never seen my book collection, and so why don't I make that possible with everybody that comes into my home? If I want to talk to you about books, if you want to talk to me about books, let's just talk about books. Let's not, limit ourselves to the books that we can see each other with. I don't really get any value from just having loads of books on my bookshelf. Sure, it makes me look like I have lots of books and like I'm really clever, but really, actually, a lot of the time it's a reminder of books that I didn't like, books that I feel like I kind of wasted time on, books that I think that I'm never going to get to, and so they're actually a reminder of a waste of money and a waste of space. Why not give those away and give them to somebody who can actually find value in them, rather than them just taking up space on my shelves, being another thing to clean, being another thing to move when I inevitably move house again. We recently got rid of 200 books, and we had to carry them, because we don't have a car, we had to carry them to our nearest charity shop that we donate to, and it was horrendous carrying 200 books. If I can't be bothered, or if I don't enjoy carrying 200 books on my shoulders to a charity shop, then why should I spend the time packing them and unpacking them and repacking them and then carrying them around in my head and just in my life? Why not take the opportunity to get rid of them? I have carried those 200 books for the last time. I don't ever have to carry those books again. There are some books that I feel that I want to keep, some books that are quite special to me, like a book in particular that I have that is a collection of children's fairy stories. It has some of my favourite children's fairy tales in, and I can remember multiples of my grandparents reading them to me, and so that kind of evokes really nice memories for me, and I really love the book itself, and it's something that I definitely want to share with my future children, and so that's something that I'm going to keep. Reading off my Kindle actually gives me just as much joy and actually a lot more comfort. I find it much more comfortable to hold my Kindle, especially in bed and things like that. Much more comfortable to hold, my arms don't get as tired. After reducing my books, I was able to clear space in my home, clear space in my head, and get a much better view of books that I actually want to read. I'm not being faced with all of these books that I feel guilty for having not finished or for having not enjoyed. I can just get those books out of my home and out of my mind, and I can look at my bookshelves now and see the physical books that I still own that I want to read, and I can actually see my reading list in front of me, and I can peruse it and enjoy looking at those books, select one, read it, and then donate it. So making this decision to switch to Kindle books is part of a much bigger decision for me to try and live a more minimalist lifestyle. This is like a big hot topic at the moment, like loads of people are talking about how they're throwing away all of their things. I do want to talk more about how I'm like minimalizing my life, but there are reasons beyond, like, I'm not doing it because it's like the new cool thing to do. I'm doing it for a lot of very practical reasons, as well as some like personal, kind of like physical and mental reasons. And so it's something that I'm really wanting to talk about a little bit more on my channel. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!